Hello, everyone. My name is Adrienne Huck, and I'm a recent graduate of the Yale School of the Environment in New Haven, Connecticut. I'm a second-year environmental fellow, and my host site this year is the Green Village Initiative in Bridgeport, Connecticut, working on advancing locally based food justice work. In May 2026, I earned my Master of Environmental Management from Yale School of the Environment with a specialization in climate change science and solutions. I also earned a graduate certificate in public humanities from Yale and a certificate in nonprofit management from the University of Connecticut School of Public Policy. I'm also a 2024 graduate of Tufts University, where I earned my BA in Applied Environmental Studies on the Environmental Communication track and minored in Film and Media Studies. So, what sparked my interest in environmentalism? As a child, I noticed the disconnect between my family's diligent recycling and reusing habits at home compared to what I saw out produced in the real world in terms of waste. I developed my strong interest in recycling, food waste, and pollution growing up. I expanded on these interests as a student by expanding food share tables and boxes within my school, conducting science fair projects on environmental topics, and advocating to the New Haven Board of Education in high school about the food waste in our cafeterias and the lack of recycling school district-wide. As a high school junior, I began interning under a local initiative called the Elm Energy Efficiency Project. They were looking for a high school student to educate their peers about how home energy efficiency practices can save families money while also helping the planet. I hosted various educational campaigns and activities and sold affordable energy saving products to my peers at school. I stepped into a facilitator role for the internship the next year, and we soon rebranded to become the Climate Health Education Project, or CHEP, to focus more specifically on advancing youth-led climate education and providing high school students in the New Haven area with the tools they needed to do that. I continued to supervise this internship until 2024, overseeing over 40 unique youth. In May 2019, my supervisor asked me to organize a youth-led climate rally on behalf of our sister organization, the New Haven Climate Movement, or NHCM, which was primarily an adult volunteer group at that time. During that moment, I did not have any previous community organizing experience, but I was very interested in plugging into the growing global youth climate movement and decided to take a shot at doing this. After a successful climate rally, we wanted to ensure that youth were a key part of the organization moving forward. So that summer 2019, I co-founded NHCM's Youth Action Team, which is now the face of the organization. And we are a grassroots group consisting of primarily high school and college-age students pushing for bold climate action from the City of New Haven and Board of Education. Since then, we've achieved several wins, including policy approvals, investments, and the creation of a city task force and staff positions focused on climate change. Taking this leap into climate education and organizing and learning about the social justice implications of the climate crisis solidified my commitment to pursuing climate change in college and also beyond as my career. During college at Tufts University, I was a communications intern for the Tufts Institute of the Environment and later the Tufts Office of Sustainability. And during my senior year, I was a Sustainable Core Fellow for my school, educating my peers about various environmental topics and organizing community building events and activities. Meanwhile, I continued my work with NHCM and CHEP remotely and also interned with the New Haven Urban Resources Initiative, which focuses on environmental justice through enhancing the tree canopy in New Haven. During my summer breaks, I supervised our NHCM summer interns and was a fellow for a statewide nonprofit called Sustainable CT for 4 summers. During my time at YSC, I was co-director of the Environmental Film Festival at Yale and continued to intern for the Urban Resources Initiative. In summer 2025, I was an environmental fellow at Citizens Campaign for the Environment in New York. And outside the university, I continued my role as lead organizer for NHCM, a board member at several nonprofits, an environmental public speaker, a nonprofit management cohort member with the Community Foundation for Greater New Haven, and a freelance reporter. It's an honor to stay rooted in my community-based work and to shape local policy around key topics like climate change, energy efficiency, and clean transportation, all while building youth leadership. Thank you for listening to my conservation story.